Hello and welcome to the green side of the road. This is my co-host, Adie. I'm Jen, and let's explain what we're doing here, shall we? Let's lower a little there. You want a snack? You want a yogurt? So, this is my son, and I was going to film this when he was napping, but he was nursing when he was napping, so we're just going to do it now. Yeah. So, let's just tell you a little bit about me. Firstly, I want to say that this needs cleaning. I'm well aware, but I really am dedicated to filming this for you guys. It's going to be a weekly recap of The Bachelorette. So my name is Jen, and I'm a girl from NY Sizzle, New York City, and I just love The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, and Bachelor Nation and Bachelor in Paradise and all the podcasts and all the ongoings, and I just love it. And you know, I really found it hard to find people in New York that felt the same way as me. Now, this was before all of Bachelor Nation decided to move to New York. Once that happened, or actually just before that happened, I moved to Northern Ireland. And I'm here, and they have the Bachelorette and the Bachelor UK and all that jazz, but I have too much invested in my American Bachelor Nation, and I'm going to call it Bachelorette Nation because I'm a feminist. You waving? Yeah. So I don't want to rant on too much. Oh, that's Kira. She's also a part of this green side of the rose Bachelorette recap. What? Rain? You hear rain? I hope not. So, our Bachelorette, let's just get into it, is Katie Thurston. Rain. Now, Katie Thurston was on the last Bachelor season, Matt James. And I loved Katie on it. I don't want to say too much for the other girls. I don't know what it'd be like to be in that environment and the pressures. But I just love the way Katie handled it. Are you waving? I loved it. So I'm so pumped she is the Bachelorette. Now, I know that they published all of the guys for her season, but I have to tell you, I can't look at them because in my eyes, there's one. What happened? It was too much enthusiasm. Take it down a notch. I get you. You know, he chills me out when I get too, I get too enthusiastic. I respect it. I'm a 7 on the Enneagram, the enthusiast, so I just get enthusiastic. Anyway, the Lake Moynes from Claire Tayshia's season, the previous Bachelorette. I am just the biggest fan. I was a huge fan of just watching him find love because he seemed genuinely interested. And he's a big nature guy, and I love that. And I just want him to find love. And he's big on, like, how do I put this? Him and Katie they share something in common, right? Their proclamation for their love of reproduction on live television. Well, not live television, but television. So what I mean by that is, for those of you who know, Katie showed up with a vibrator for her entrance. You want bubbles? Okay, let's just switch the camera. You know what? We're going to take a little break. Man needs his privacy, so just 1 second. Where was I? Okay, yes. So, Katie shows up with a vibrator, and Blake, although did not show up with a vibrator or anything resembling a penis, made a clay penis, I believe, on one of the dates. And not only that, they're both very into, discussing sexuality, and it's a big, important part of their relationship. Not their relationship, but their relationships, and hopefully their relationship. So, I wrote to Blake as soon as Katie was announced as bachelorette. Go get your girl. Because I know, when I thought of Katie, I was like, Blake would be perfect for you. So I knew Blake was going to go on the season, and they just kind of confirmed it on a clip showing that Blake shows up, I think with a boombox, like in that 80s movie, and over his head. Probably most of Bachelor Nation fans don't know that movie because it's from the 80s and they're a bit younger. I'm 30, so I don't really know it, but I kind of know it. All right, anyways, so yeah, I'm having trouble looking at these guys for Katie because I don't want any of them to be with Katie, and I know I'm biased. I just want Katie to be with Blake. And here's what I'm thinking. I think Blake is going to go far, maybe even top 2. But I think Katie's going to break my heart. And I think she's going to go with some new guy that I don't even know yet. I'll give you my final top 3 picks once I see the first episode a week from today, next week, June 7th. Oh, I'm so excited. We've got Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise. We get a little break, and then we get another Bachelorette, Michelle's season. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So much content. So, also, Caitlin Bristow, I'm obsessed with, and Tasha, new to her, not really new to her, but also obsessed with. She's newer to the game, but has an amazing presence, out of the water. So the two of them together are hosting, kind of took over Chris Harrison's spot, and I'm so excited. I'm jumping out of my skin here. Next week, when I see it, well, I probably won't watch it until Tuesday morning because it's going to air later. I'm 5 hours ahead, so I'll be putting up a recap Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. He's pumped. And I am predicting, let's predict about makeouts. I predict Katie's gonna make out with a ton of them. Just tongue in it, tongues a flying. You know what I'm saying? Tongues will be flying. Lots of tongue action. I do think we're gonna see Blake the first episode, and that's just me hoping that we see him the first episode, really hoping. But do I honestly think we're gonna see him? Well, they did show him in the preview, but you know what I think it is? Oh, I hope this doesn't happen, but I think it could. That they show him showing up the next night in the preview for the following week's episode, right? So we meet all the guys, she has the rose ceremony, they're all picked for next week, and then next week's episode, it shows Blake showing up. So I'd just be sad because I won't see him in the episode. But I'm gonna try and keep an open mind about these other guys for Katie, and I'll try. It's not gonna work. Do I think that Katie will get engaged? Well, rumor is that she ended her season a week early. And I think it's because, well, there was a scene of her saying, someone book my flight, I'm out of here, or something like that. So, I wonder why that is. Gosh, I'll say I think she just knows who she wants before Fantasy Suites, which would be very interesting because she would be the type, well, she wouldn't be the type, but you would think because she's so pro-sex, she'd be well, let me test these all out, all these guys out in the Fantasy Suite. But she could just really, really know who she loves and wouldn't want to put them through that. So maybe even before Fantasy, that would be the week that would be the time. Oh my gosh. How do you predict these things? Okay, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna let you guys know of some Bachelor Nation podcasts that I love to listen to that will be covering also a lot of Bachelorette recap. This is in no particular order. We got Caitlin Briss's podcast. We got Clickbait with Joe, Grocery Store Joe. I wonder if they still call him Grocery Store Joe. Tasha and Natasha. Then we got Bachelor Happy Hour with Becca Kufrin and Rachel Lindsay doesn't do it anymore. They have now, I think, Catherine Lowe is the new co-host. What else do we have? We have Your Favorite Thing podcast with Wells and Brandy, Wells Adams, where they discuss a little bit of Bachelorette recap. Love. Wells is hilarious. We got Olivia Caridi's Mouthing Off podcast. She has Bachelor Nation guests as well as other peeps on it. Who else does Bachelorette stuff? Winning, WHINNING podcast doesn't discuss Bachelorette stuff, but Jen Savi, I can't pronounce her last name, Jen Sav from Ben Higgins season and her friend Colleen. They're just so freaking gorgeous, intimidatingly gorgeous, and I just love their podcast, so I would check it out. I'll spell all these. And what else do I listen to? I think that's it. If I think of any more, I'll let you guys know. Oh, last one. Ketchup with the Fries, but Fries is spelled Freys, and that is with Blair and Luke, who were matched on Caitlin Briss's podcast and ended up getting married. So check out Ketchup with the Fries. They're gonna have Bachelorette stuff, I'm assuming. No! He keeps whacking me. It's actually quite nice. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll check back with you guys next week when I see the first episode.